first round of the women's 100 meter dash at the USA Outdoor Championship meet is officially over. And if you actually care about what actually happened out there, that is what I'm here for. Because I watched every single heat on USATF.tv. Yes, I have a login that I pay for. And with that in mind, I believe that you deserve to know exactly what happened out there. Because the fastest women in America have to show up to this meet if they really want to prove it. Because the way track and field is set up right now, forget about all the other races that we do. You gotta get to the Worlds to have a shot to get a medal, because that is where you prove yourself. But remember, America already has women who have medals on the world stage. So we kinda already have an idea of who our fastest women are. And spoiler alert, the fastest women in America, as far as I can tell, just going off of the heats, are exactly who we thought they were. So first I'm gonna go through every single heat, and I'm gonna let you know what happened. And after that, I'm just gonna tell you what it all means. But remember, the first round is exactly that, the first round. So the times themselves are a little bit misleading, because what matters more than the time that you put down, because qualifying isn't all that hard to get out of the first round. 27 people from a lineup that is really not much more than 30 actually advance on to the semifinal round. But from there, 9 of them go to the final, and only 3 of them get spots on Team USA. And remember, Sha'Carri Richardson has a bye to the World Championship, so even though she lined up, her race wasn't necessarily a real qualifier, because as far as we know, she doesn't plan on running all the way through to the final. But she did run Heat 1, where she did look a whole lot better than anything we've seen from her this season. She didn't actually win that heat. That would be Kayla White, who ran 10.89 seconds with a positive 1.3 wind. To clarify, Kayla White already made Team USA in the past. As far as I remember, that was in the 200. But Sha'Carri went 11.07, and to be real with you, the rest of the heat, like behind her, was for the most part a whole bunch of college girls. But when you move on to Heat 2, the woman who I said was going to make Team USA was Twanisha TeeTee Terry. And she went out there and ran 10.89 seconds herself. It was win legal with Aaliyah Hobbs and Gabby Thomas right behind her. Aaliyah Hobbs went 10.94 and Gabby Thomas went 11.02. Whether or not you noticed, all of these women have been on Team USA in the past. Once again, they are who we thought they were. The difference is that Gabby Thomas is really more of a 200 runner, and the entire world actually knows it. But she was dangerously close to breaking 11 wind legal, which I'm pretty sure is one of her goals at this point going forward when she runs 100. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, and if you really want to know what's going on with the fastest athletes in the world, then you are in the right place. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. And when it comes down to Heat 3, I can sum the entire thing up with one name: Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Because, well, just about anybody who's been paying attention to the season knows that she is the favorite at this USA's, especially with Sha'Carri not having to run the final. She went 10.86 seconds, but that's not the whole story. That was into a -1+ headwind. I'm not making this up. So yes, she won her heat, made it look incredibly easy when she did it, like she ran with control through the line. But the other plot line in that race was, as far as I'm concerned, Tamari Davis, because she got 4th in the heat. But if you're asking me, like knowing how much talent she actually has, I believe that she's still, kind of rounding her way into form, because we haven't seen her run for a period of weeks now since Grand Slam track ended in Philadelphia. But I am assuming that now that she's going into the semis, she's got some time to, work out the kinks, get to the final, and do what she does. Because the last time we went to a world championship, she was on that team and made the final. As far as the 4th heat is concerned, Jacia Sears won that heat, but she did go 10.85 seconds when she did it. But Jenna Prandini was following her up in that race, reminding everybody why she has been on Team USA a whole bunch of times in the past, even though we still tend to overlook her. I apologize, because I've been in that group that doesn't always bring her up in these conversations. I get it. Being in the top 3 in the final, that's a different discussion. But when it comes to the prelims, she handled business. And ironically, Heat 4 of all of them seem to have the most amount of names that might have a shot to sneak their way into the final. But once again, when it comes to being in the top 3 in that final, because I'm not going to be able to say much between now and that moment. I mean, the semis and the final are way too close together for me to try to make a video about it. That said, what all of this means, like if you're looking at the results, is, well, here are the bullet points. Like, these are the following. 1, Sha'Carri Richardson's probably not going to be in that final, but she doesn't need to, because it's been pretty clear that she's been overcoming injury. Very clear. The races she's been running, that was not Sha'Carri. The real concern was not what her talent had been in the past, but will she get it on track in time enough for the World Championships? And seeing her run like that in this prelim tells me that if you give her more weeks, she'll likely look a whole lot more like herself. So hey, I've seen whatever I needed to as far as the 100 is concerned from her. Beyond that, for the 3 women who are going to join her to the Worlds, because Sha'Carri has a bye, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, that pick is looking about as clean and like as a lock as anything that you could ever come up with. And when I said TeeTee Terry, like I said this on the Finish Line show, is likely going to go with her, don't really see how she doesn't, I still believe it, and I have absolutely no evidence to change my pick now. It's looking like TeeTee Terry's going to handle business because she's been doing it year in, year out. People just don't seem to notice because she doesn't have an individual world medal in the 100 yet. Notice, I said yet. She has relay gold medal, but that's something different. Moving off of that, Jace Sears was many people's pick to join them on the team. And it's hard to choose against her when you see what she did in this race. I mean, granted, it was wind assisted, but she still pretty emphatically took care of her heat. She's going to have to do it in the final, but on talent, she's the easy third choice. But Aaliyah Hobbs, who I said was going to be a spoiler, is still looking just like it. Because for her to go 10-9 under the conditions that she did, we know that she's feeling good now after overcoming injuries. Nothing really has changed from all the people that I saw run to convince me that that is not the top group. Something else could happen, but I highly doubt it. Because people generally don't become an entirely brand new sprinter overnight. When you come to USA's, you know what the job is. The job is to run the prelim, more or less qualify with as minimal effort as possible. It's more about execution. You want to execute the first half of the race, the first 2/3 for that matter. Put yourself in a good position where you don't have to floor it just to qualify through. When you're a college kid or a high school kid who's running in any of these events, because in this meet, like maybe not on the women's side, but on the men's side, we had some high school kids show up for the 100. It's a little bit different for them. Like anybody who's really like their first time at USA is normally going to have to floor it a whole lot more. Like again, just to get through the rounds. But if you really are legit, like the fastest women in the world, who happen to be American, this is not that type of party. The prelims is where you just let everybody else know that while you're out here trying, I'm just putting in work. It's just another day at the office. And now, when we look forward to the final that will be on USATF.tv tomorrow, but you can catch that part for free if you log into the site. Or at least, I don't know if you have to log in. I know you got to get there first. When that 100 final goes off, I'm telling you what I expect to see. That the fastest women in America are still exactly who we thought they were. In the sport of track and field, confidence is everything. Because when you win, that is just the moment when everybody else finds out what you already knew to be true. That fast is a lifestyle. Get your fast is a lifestyle track and field gear at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.